everybody to the Single and Stiletto Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima, and I'm a matchmaker and dating coach at Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette, and I'm also the founder of Single and Stilettos. Today we have on our show Tripp, and he's a dating coach for men at trippadvice.com. And I'm so excited to have him here today because today he's going to tell us the top 5 things that men wish women knew about them. And before he gives us these tips, though, Tripp, I would love for you to tell our audience a little bit about you.
Absolutely. So I've been a dating coach for men for the past 5 years now, and I've been helping guys get into relationships, become more confident, and learn all about women and how to attract them. So I definitely have some juicy stuff for you guys today because I've been working with guys for so long, and I've really learned exactly what they want and what they're looking for, of course, being a man myself. So happy to be here, and yeah, let's get into it.
Great. Well, tell us your first tip on what men wish that women knew about them.
Okay, perfect. So I got 5 different tips for you. I want to start off, with the first one. They're in no particular order. Some are a little bit more important than others, but the first one is this. We really like when women ask us questions. Okay, so we like to know that you want to get to know us. Okay, so I always want women to know. I tell women that we like this. This is not you nagging us. This is not you trying to dig into we don't feel that you're trying to get in somewhere secretive. We like that you're trying to get to know us. So I always tell women, ask questions. I get so many guys who are frustrated that tell me all the time that when they're going on dates with women, that the woman just keeps talking about herself and never asking any questions and trying to get them to know the guy.
But I think there's also, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's also a fine line between asking questions and an interrogation. Because I also hear from some men that they're like, I feel like she's interrogating me, like going down her checklist of, does he have this, and this. So it's more of a conversation though, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, exactly what you said. It's got to be less of an interrogation, more of a conversation, right? That's going to help it a lot more. But at the least, try to throw something in there that's saying to us as men, hey, okay, this girl's interested. She actually cares about what we're about. So
I know. That's a great tip. So what's your second tip?
Okay, second tip is this. We want women to know that we actually love to be affectionate, right? Men love to be affectionate with women. So when you come up to us and you cuddle with us and you're sweet with us, we love that. Don't think that, everything has to be, all about just going right to the bedroom, right? It can be those little kisses, those little snuggles, things like that. I talk to many guys who really, they say to me all the time, they wish they just had a girl they can cuddle up to at night, right? So they should understand, women should know that we love to be affectionate.
What about in the beginning stages of dating, though? Like, how can a woman show affection without going overboard, where he kind of pulls back a little and is like...
Well, that's all about timing. I mean, when you guys are having a nice moment, or maybe you're going for a walk, go to hold his hand. Don't always wait for the guy to make that first move. As much as you want to, go in and go to hold his hand, give him a kiss on the cheek, show him a little bit of affection. Just do it when the time is right. It's about being more sporadic about it than trying to do it too much.
That's a really great point.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally does. So what's tip number 3?
Okay, tip number 3 is this. We communicate a little bit more on logic, and I want women to know that. You're laughing.
I'm laughing because you're basically saying that women are illogical. No, I think that what you're trying to say is women can use their emotions a little bit more when they're having a conversation about something than think about something logically, right?
Right, exactly. So we like to, when we're in conversation with you, I'm not saying that women are illogical, more that women are just more emotional.
Right.
Right, women tend to be more emotional. And listen, guys are emotional too, but when you communicate with us, we're a little bit more about the facts. So if you're telling us something about your day and it's not something important that has to be drawn out, tell us a little bit more about the facts and what's going on. We can definitely communicate better with you on that level, in certain terms.
Exactly, and ladies, basically what he's trying to say is don't be a drama queen all the time, because men hate that. Right, Tripp?
Yes. To be nice about it, yes.
Okay, so what's your next tip?
Okay, so the next step is and this is a really good secret for women. This is something that if they understand what to do, they're gonna start attracting men a little bit more, right? So when you start to date a guy, ask us to help you out with stuff, because when you ask us to help you out with things, it makes us feel more masculine, and it makes us feel good, right? It makes us feel it's kind of like our way of feeling wanted and desired, right? And making us feel manly. And when we can feel manly around you and help you do things, whether it be around the house or carrying something, that's going to make us feel more attracted to you, because we're going to feel that feminine essence from you when we feel the masculinity. So that's just a little trick you can do. Ask us to help you out. Not too much where it's like we're your slave, but every once in a while makes us feel really good.
You know, and I love that tip, because I have to tell you, and I didn't even realize this until I started doing what I do today, you know, being a matchmaker and dating coach, is that I used to always be that type of woman that was so independent. Oh, I can do it. And I thought men would always be impressed by the fact that I could do it. I didn't realize that it was actually turning them off, because I would never ask them to do anything.
Exactly.
So ladies, if you're a strong, independent woman, we know you can do it, but let him do it for you, because he wants to do it for you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your last tip?
So my last tip is compliments, okay? So we take compliments very seriously. And I say that because we really like them, right? We really, really like to get a compliment. And that's the thing is, you know, as much as women like compliments too, it's the guys who like it. So I guess there's kind of a theme rolling through all these tips that I'm giving you right now, is that, you know, we are sensitive, right? We're sensitive beings, and we like those things. We like to be complimented on, you know, something we wore, maybe your hair or something like that. It makes us feel really good, and it makes us understand that, okay, you like us, right? So when we get confused, if you like us, we're going to pull back a little bit. Right? So in order for us not to pull back, show us that interest. And compliments is a great way to do it.
That's a great point, because I think women always wait for a guy to compliment her on a date, and she never says anything to him about how great he looks, because he took time to get ready too for the date too, ladies. So just remember that. Right,
exactly.
Great. Well, these have been some great tips. So Tripp, tell our audience how they can find you.
Absolutely. You can go to trippadvice.com. That's Tripp with 2 P's, and I got a blog and plenty of free gifts, so go ahead, check that out, and you can find out more about me.
Great. Well, thanks everybody for joining us on the Single on Stilettos show. And if you like our show, it's available both in video format and podcast format. If you like to view the videos, you can go to singleonstilettos.com, and if you like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. If you'd like to get our free report on the top 10 secrets on what attracts a man and what turns him off, you can click right here on the video, or you can go to singleonstilettos.com.